As my dad said.
Look, start over.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Farmer Brad here. That's what my dad said to call me. I had not seen a video on this, so I decided to make one. And I actually saw a few old forums where people talked about how it was a bad idea, and I don't understand why. So I'm sure that folks out there who, butcher chickens every day, it's probably faster to do the traditional way where you open it up back here, pull all the guts, do all that stuff. However, for people like us who do it, once or twice a year and it's not, maybe we're not old hand at it, spatchcocking before you remove the internals seems to be one hell of a way to do it. So I'm going to just show that. We've already removed the head. I just do this. I don't even know if this is necessary, but just kind of like old habit. Got to remove the neck skin. Of course, my knife isn't very sharp because I've been doing this for a little bit, but that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to remove the neck skin. Going to pull the esophagus if it's there. If not, it doesn't really matter because you have such a good clean line to the inside. So this is, then we flip it over, and I'm going to take my shears. I have specific butchering shears. And I'm going to just kind of stick it right down the side and start to cut. And I'm really just cutting through the ribs right now. So I get to a point where there's a really hard bone I got to get through, and I usually then go back to the other side and make the same kind of cut. Is it okay angle? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I get right there and it's kind of stuck, so now I just got to kind of pop it. This is maybe the worst effort right there. That little... Oh, yeah, there you go on camera. There you go. Then we're through. So now we've got these two streamlined down the middle. You can actually see how inside, that's all the guts and whatnot. Now, normally you'd have to remove this gland and deal with this tail and worry about, poop and pee coming out the back. And now we did make sure these guys didn't eat for about a day and a half, so they're pretty clean inside. But still, you got to worry about all that stuff. But now with this method, I just keep cutting right down to here. And if this is a good run, the magic, when you pull this back, you can pull the backbone back and all the guts start to come out. And now you've got a clean pull of the cavity, and you can see just how clean that really is compared to if you're pulling it out by hand out of a small hole. And then I just come back and I just trim this off. Now, if you've never spatchcocked and cooked, you're also in for a pretty good treat because it makes cooking chicken and turkeys and everything else really simple. I'm kind of just cleaning out here the rest of the esophagus is. Just making a quick trim of the remaining neck. There you go. That's a pretty darn clean internal bird. We turn it over, do the normal spatchcocking. You're breaking the chest bone open a little bit. And now too, when we put that in a bag, it's gonna, compress around it much easier than when you got this cavity chicken. So yeah, that's about the cleanest bird I've ever, done. I guess there is right here, that's a good thing. I just caught the lungs stick. So you just come in here and that's kind of the last thing maybe you got to just make sure you remember to clean out. There you go.